Hey, what's up everybody? Welcome back to Heroes Hearth Warcraft 3 to another Kendric Series. It's been a while, it feels good to be back, and we have a banger of a match to show to you guys today. It is Sweden versus Russia. It is LiiLD.C against Cash. Both players, by the way, have been featured on the fight night already, so they are familiar names if you've been following this channel on YouTube, and they're gonna duke it out on Last Refuge. And this episode, this video is a little special. It's quite special to me, actually, guys, because it is the first video that I'm recording from Sweden. I've recently moved there because of work and a couple of other factors, but I'm now in one of the motherlands of Warcraft 3 in the land of Madfrog, LiiLD.C, Starshaped, Knopf, and others, many others, actually. So, yeah, it's gonna be nice over the next couple of days. Of course, that won't really have an impact on my schedule here, so you're still gonna get videos on a weekly basis, featuring myself, featuring Grubby, who's recently joined the roster of Heroes Hearth as well, and many others. So, hope you guys are as excited about the future as I am. Now, there's something else completely new in Warcraft 3 happening at the moment, as you, without a doubt, have already seen. We have a new overlay here. And this new overlay is made by the one and only Pad, who's been working day and night, really, to code and you know, program and test and whatnot to make this new overlay look super good. The W3 booster. If you are a streamer or a content creator, or if you just want to use it during your own replay sessions, you can always check it out. W3booster.com. If I'm not mistaken. I'm pretty sure Google can help you out in that one as well. And Pat is a really helpful guy. You can probably tweet at him as well. Super cool. So we now get to see the heroes and this new lovely taskbar at the top center or the top border of your screens, featuring the gold, the lumber, the food, the worker count, and the army count. I mean, how cool is it, really, to help you differentiate as to what the armies of the respective players are composed of, you know? So cool. I can't wait. But let's get back into the action, guys. In the intro, we see two of Europe's finest duking it out. Cash playing the Orcish race, and LiiLD.C, of course. What else could it be, playing the Night Elves? Now, we actually have a fight go down here between the two players near the Shadow Troll Priest. And who's gonna get the item? Oh my goodness, it was actually the XP steal coming in here from Cash, with a Blade Master now getting significantly ahead as a head start. And I mean, he's gonna walk away there. He's got the sentry wards as well. I bet the Keeper wish he had those right now to keep that invisible bugger out of his reach. But hey, Cash is not done. He continues the Blade Master harass against the early squishy cat that is Califex, the Keeper of the Grove. I mean, he has to TP if he doesn't want to lose it. Oh my goodness, LiiLD.C, I'm not sure if that was planned. Oftentimes players, they want to let their level 1 heroes die rather than wasting 350 gold on the TP scroll. But now it's going to be so close, and Cash walks away. The one measly archer and a couple of treants were not enough damage. They were not fast enough to execute what the Keeper had started. So now a big head start once again for the Blade Master, man. Not only, oh my goodness, now the archer might die as well. Does he have dust? Yes, he has. Dust or sentry wards. Pick your poison. Not even close. Not even close. Sentry ward, by the way, was here. Cash, formidably, like, predicting what was going to happen. Oh my goodness, LiiLD.C in so much trouble. You never want the Blade Master to be ahead in XP of the Keeper of the Grove. The Night Elves, they are considered to be relatively strong against Orcs in the current days. I would say it's a relatively balanced matchup, with maybe every now and then slight edges for the Night Elf players, because they can just be so disruptive, you know? They can punish every mistake by the Orc player quite dearly. Like, the moment you see a grunt like this, and imagine if this Keeper had been level 2. Imagine if this disaster in the early game had not happened. He would have had Entangle. He could have punished this grunt by Cash immediately. So he's now going to try to make up for the sins of the past. You know, he takes the Troll High Priest here, finally level 2, finds a replenishment potion, now has access to the Entangle, and we see it being used here immediately. Califex is not afraid to use those dirty vines, but now we see the Blade Master of Cash once again trying to prey for innocent victim in the open. This time he uses a Dust of Appearance, first charge. Pretty good, pretty handsome, but hey, LiiLD.C is now finding some kills by himself. He's Gonna get that kill, actually. Did we speak too soon? No, we did not. The grunt command, the move command, a little bit too early with the interruption there. But man, this is a slaughter, a bloodbath between both players, really. Both are losing units left, right, and center. Last Refuge, well, these units are certainly going nowhere. And is that a Beastmaster? LiiLD.C, you madman. My nostalgia tingles are intensifying in my body right now. Beastmaster for such a long time, with the Night Elven race in particular, used to be a staple. Usually played as a first hero, you know, back in the middle of the 2000s. He was so prevalent, he was so predominant in the meta, and he was so annoying to deal with. And now we have, of course, the Quill Beast. That's actually the first time I see a Quill Beast with the Reforged graphics. Looks kind of cute. Very WoW-esque, just like the other graphics, too. Reminds me of, you know, my days in the Barrens, when I leveled up my Tauren Shaman. Oh my goodness, is another archer gonna fall? Are you for real, Cash? You're gonna get that one, right? Even without boots? Easy. Now what's going on over here? The Keeper cannot fall again. A second time is unforgivable. First time, okay. That is something that happens every now and then. Second time, unacceptable. Now we're gonna see a Quill Beast body block here. No way. I mean, even without the kill on the grunt, it was still worth the mana that he drained. No way, LiiLD.C. Hey, slow down here. Slow down. He's really gonna get that grunt with a sexy Quill Beast block. That is next level. That is so cool. Using the CC potential, the lockdown potential of an early entangle with follow-up body blocks by the Quill Beast. I haven't seen that yet in a very long time. Fantastic. And this Quill Beast might even expire before the Orc player Cash gets the experience. Chasing down the Blade Master, by the way. No mana. Yes, and the Quill Beast expired. No additional experience. So what we're going to see here is a follow-up tech. We're checking out the Druids of the Talon. Speaking of old school, LiiLD.C is taking a page, you know, off the history books. We're seeing classic heroes coming back, and we're seeing classic strategy being once again deployed. We've actually seen more and more Night Elves fall back onto Talons, especially in longer series. And this is, I think, a very cool thing to do. For a long time, Night Elves have been known to be rather one-sided, one-dimensional these days, you know, just mainly relying on Mass Tier 1 with a Keeper, Mass Huntresses, a couple of Archers in the mix at some point. In the very late game, just Mass Archers. But now, we see the Beastmaster in the mix with a glimpse of the past. We see the Druids of the Talon, Mass Talons. We could now actually see the updated graphics of the Cyclone. Actually excited about that. No more do kek W in Twitch chat. It's actually looking pretty decent right now. They did a good job of refurbishing the whole animation, which was probably the ugliest thing I've ever seen in all of my video game history. Level 2 with the Beastmaster finds a belt of giant strength +6. Sexy item. Very, very good. Inventories, by the way, are pretty good for both players. Blade Master, you know, actually had to use a lot of stuff already. Down to 2 circlets of nobilities. Oh, the Shadow Hunter. Oh my goodness, he finds the Robe of the Magi +6. More intelligence. That's going to be a juicy mana boost. Just what he wants. Next to mana potions, I think Robe of the Magi probably some of the coolest items you could hope to find there. Yeah, and what is he going to add to the mix? Spirit Walkers. So Cash knows what's coming. Cash knows that these Talons are on the way, and what is the best thing to deal with the Cyclone, to deal with the Fairy Fire? Of course, it is the Spirit Walkers with a mass AoE dispel. Very nice, very good. Initiate Tier 3 is already here. Where's the upgrade? Ah, it was just started. There we go, perfect timing. Master Training on the way. Before that's finished, I don't think LiiLD.C wants to get involved into any major altercations. Just want to sit back, get that tech in as fast as possible. And what we're going to see here, Spirit Walkers, more being in production. Maybe a couple of Raiders. Yeah, Raider Spirit Walkers seems to be the go-to. Not only are you featuring a little bit of Dispel against all these pesky casts by the Druids, but also you're getting a little bit of lockdown, you know. Were you ever to focus on a hero with a strong Blade Master in the late game, then Raiders are certainly a tool to lock the target down. Speaking of the Blade Master, he's currently trying to scout. Low on mana, though. Oh my goodness, low on mana. Needs to be careful with that Hawk, by the way. Of course, that is another beautiful asset that the Beastmaster brings to the table. He has an inbuilt detection mode, or inbuilt detection squad, you know, with the help of the Hawk, that you can just put right-click on the Blade Master. He can never really rely on his invisibility again. Sure, he can still windwalk. Sure, he can still pass through units, but disappearing out of their sights, very hard to do. Of course, the creatures of the Blade Master, sorry, of the Beastmaster, can be dispelled. So these Spirit Walkers, man, they're really going to have to work double time here. Big invul on the Blade Master, double healing scroll as well. This might be the time to fight, but he's flying up in the air, spinning round, round, baby, round, round. And here goes the fight. Blade Master not really participating, though. And there's only so much mana that these Spirit Walkers can work with. I actually didn't pay attention if there was Wisp detonating, but this is something that LiiLD.C should really try to prioritize as well. Send in some Wisps in every fight, drain the mana away from the casters, and then just use Cyclone after Cyclone. The Beastmaster in trouble, though, has the Unk. Not falling for that one, my friend. And so many snakes, by the way. They're so helpful at this stage. Level 2 snakes even in the mix. They're going to take care of some of those talents very handsomely. And the Beastmaster is back. So many of those Orc units are hurt, though. Cash, you want to be careful. Pay attention to your Raiders, my friend. Scroll of Healing being used. Ensnare after Ensnare goes down. And down goes the Keeper as well. Man, Cash is on a roll here right now with the hero focus. 4 and 3 right now on his heroes as well. Being pretty handsomely ahead of his opponent. And LiiLD.C, it looked good, it looked fancy there for a while with the Beastmaster. But during these fights, man, because of this spell, doesn't look like the most impactful hero anymore. There's a reason why we usually don't get to see him anymore these days. And as cool as his impact early on with the Quillbeast was, no body blocking, trying to get those kills in, even rebuys the Keeper. No time to waste, it seems. Completely dry, of course, now he is. I think LiiLD.C is expecting an expansion, and he was right to expect it. The Peon cancelled it, and is now on his way back. That's oftentimes something Orc players like to do. They put the aggression in with the Raiders, and they force their opponents back into the other half of the map, only to build an expansion then at the natural. Nice dispel, though. Raider is falling. So many beasts here. They're all in the same place, though. Maybe LiiLD.C could have spread out the Quillbeasts a little bit more so they wouldn't all get hit by the same dispel. Yeah, and this is not a fight the Night Elf can take. Has to go back with those Raiders, with those snakes, getting more and more. Yeah, he has to go. Fairy Fire providing vision, though. What we're going to have here right now, let's see. The Orb of Venom. There's not a lot of damage, though, in the army of LiiLD.C. As heavy, you know, as heavy as the army is in terms of CC and fight control, there's a little bit of oomph lacking now, you know, especially because there's no Demon Hunter second, there's no Naga, there's not even a third hero in the mix for LiiLD.C. Of course, he doesn't have the resources right now. So what is he going to do now? Heroes are looking somewhat okay in terms of mana household. And the Fairy Fire, of course, revealed the situation exact. But I think Cash was trying to out-mind game his opponent. He finished the big creep here, by the way, getting a Cloak of Flames. So this Blade Master is really dangerous right now. You don't want to be surrounding him too much for too long. But yet Cash was toying with his opponent. He knew that his opponent had vision, and he knew that his opponent was going to come. So now he actually tried to intercept and flank him. Nice lockdown with those Cyclones over and over. And here goes a tower. Cash says, in order to make it safer for me to put down a tiny Great Hole... Oh wait, he's not even tier 3. But in order to make it safer for me to expand at some point here, let me have 1 or 2 towers here. With fortified defenses, a Tinker in the mix. I was already wondering if there was going to be a third hero to provide a little bit more frontline and damage. Well, Tinker might not be the greatest of damage dealers, but in due time, he's going to be useful in his own way. And here goes the siege. LiiLD.C realizes that if we give too much time to the Orcish heroes, they're going to become too strong. They're already wrecking our backline right now as it is, especially this young man, the Blade Master, still having that potion of invul. Tries to go for a hero kill. Cash executes him with a karate chop. And he's not done just yet. He still has the invul. Doesn't have to use it though. Wants to wait for as long as possible. Level 5 in the mix. Is it going to be a level 3 crit? Yes, it is. You see it here on the new beautiful W3 booster overlay. Shout outs to Pat once again. Executes another one. A double kill. Make it a triple, baby. And that attack by LiiLD.C was too reckless. It was too overconfident. Maybe he could have looked for an expansion of his own, but man, crit after crit is trickling through. Are you kidding me? There's no more mana on the Blade Master, though. Rebuy on the level 1 Tinker. Okay. No revive, though. No revive on the Keeper. The first hero of LiiLD.C is not in the mix, and this expansion is going to go up, and I think LiiLD.C knows it. He smelled it before, and after such a decisive fight in Cash's favor, he's definitely going to expect it. And there's two ways this could go now. He goes for a Hail Mary, maybe finds an isolated Blade Master, and then locks him down. Does he have enough mana for a couple of Windwalks? Yeah, one. Or maybe he spots the expansion and then taps out, but we don't know what's going to happen here. Let's see, now Cash. Oh, a creep check at this point. A creep check. I mean, LiiLD.C now knows where he is. He saw the Raider marching in. He knows where the reinforcements are going to come from, but he got the Ogre already. Cash got the Ogre. What was the item here? Was it the Claws? Claws plus 12 on the Blade Master. That's insane. One of the best late game items for a Blade Master. Maybe even hands down the best one. Next to the Orb of Lightning. He doesn't even have that one. No tier 3. Keep in mind, Cash stayed tier 2 the entire time. To really crank out the numbers as much as possible. Oh my god. That's going to be another hero creel. There is no way this guy's going to... I mean, he's going to get away, but he's so low, it's essentially a kill. And down goes LiiLD.C. Cash with a spectacular performance by his Blade Master of Trust, Kashind. He will be remembered. Very nicely done. Cash, by the way, who made it very far in the recently played Heroes Hearth Invitational, making it all the way to the grand final against Foggy. You can check it out. You can check out the VODs of this final on the YouTube channel, of course, if you go to the videos tab and check out our latest videos. Yeah, guys, I really hoped you had a good time watching this replay. There's going to be more content where that came from. We're now finally settled in Sweden. In fact, tonight, the fight night is going to happen with Grubby. We're going to have Hitman versus Napo. Keep an eye out here on the YouTubes for the VOD if you can make it live to our Twitch channel, twitch.tv/HeroesHearth. But yeah, I'll see you on the next video. Thank you so much for your loyalty, and thank you very much for all the support you gave us during the countless events we held, like the Fight Night, the Invitational, the YouTube videos. You guys are amazing, and I'll see you next time. Peace!